Hi, everybody. It is June 23rd, and I was just kind of thinking about my husband today. He's kind of funny. He has some quirks, as do we do all, but he has quirks like when we redid our kitchen, all the appliances not only had to look the same, but they had to have the same name brand on them because they all had to have the same handles. He couldn't handle that. Handle it? I can't believe I just said that. um, he's also funny. Like we have little trash cans in our bathrooms, but they can't have any trash in them. I'm not sure what kind of logic that is, but I guarantee you, if I put dental floss in the trash can in the bathroom, it is gone by morning because he can't handle it. We're doing this. We have like a patio underneath, like a house, part of our house that's been added out, and so it's got like this white ceiling stuff, whatever. And then we have a big deck, and we want to make sure that the deck is like waterproof underneath too. It's great. And so this underdecking, and even though it's going to be the same color, they're both white, it's different. It's got to go up. This new one goes up and down. It's a water system, and the other one's going to be flat. He can't handle that. So he wants to rip out all the stuff that's there that's fine, just so it looks the same. And he's really funny like that. And so I was just kind of thinking about him and that, and, what it takes to be married and, you know, that kind of stuff. Well, that was just something because we're measuring underneath the deck and stuff, and it was kind of thinking of it. And then I'm reading through the scriptures, and Paul is in jail. It's Ephesians, and Paul is in jail, and he's trying to talk about, what it takes to have unity, for as Christ followers. But I kind of put this on marriage from my perspective. But it's Ephesians 4:2 and 3. With all humility and gentleness, with patience, bearing one another in love, eager to maintain the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. In love. I always get a little bit judgy. I'm not going to lie. I've told you before that's kind of one of my issues. But people who are like, oh, I love him, but I'm not in love with him anymore, and want to get divorced for that reason. And that just gnaws at me because, like, in love doesn't last. But being purposeful, being thoughtful, and making that choice to maintain the unity, to maintain the peace, you have to have a spirit of love, bearing love with one another, patience, gentleness. So it's something that you actually can do. It's something you can work towards. And so even if you have a quirky husband, you can choose every day to love them. You don't have to be in love. I guess I still am. I don't know the difference because it's the choice I made a long time ago, and it's the choice I make every day. And, some days it's easier than others. I'm not going to lie about that. But it's the only option for me because this is who God gave me. And, hey, I think God was right. So, love, it's a good thing, even with quirky people. So, that's where I find God, where he should be as that third person in my marriage. Without him there, it would all fall apart. And so I am thankful that he is there because, like I said, some days are easier than others. I think it would be impossible with God in your marriage.